got Tack. You got Beasley.
Yeah.
You got Poe now. You got
talent.
Deion Jones. Best front seven in football?
It's right up there. You add in Grady Jarrett, who had that huge Super Bowl. If the Falcons don't lose that Super Bowl, there's a chance that Grady Jarrett's actually the MVP. He had 3 sacks in that game. Rashid Hageman out of Minnesota has had a nice little career. You look at this front seven, and we always talk about that Falcons offense, but this is lethal. Campbell was a 4th-round pick last year and was tremendous. Deion Jones led all rookies in tackles last year. Beasley coming off the edge. I mean, they're probably going to go back to a 3-4, 4-3, however they decide to do it with the alignment. But the one guy missing is Dwight Freeney, and I wonder if Freeney was the missing piece here on this unit, because last year Beasley didn't have a great rookie year. Sophomore year, he kind of just fed off of Freeney's leadership. And they had this guy in the room who was basically playing the coach for that young player. And now Tack McKinley comes in, and I said it before on the show, you can't find 2 more different or diverse personalities from young guys than Vic Beasley and Tack McKinley. Vic Beasley is quiet. He's very understated. In fact, Dan Quinn has said, we've got to find the dog in this guy. We don't know if he... And he just goes about his business. Tack McKinley's all talk, all the motor. He's got the dog. It's almost like we got to leash this dog a little bit and put him in. So they're going to be coming off the edge. I believe they're the best young front seven in football. I believe they're the most explosive offense in football. I am wondering if they don't have the veteran presence in that front seven that can kind of say, okay, big spot, I'm Dwight Freeney, here's how it's done. He's not with the team right now.
That was an impressive little 7 we threw up. And we're supposed to be talking about a team that should have gotten fleeced, right? And free agents supposed to lose everybody. They got to the Super Bowl, everybody gets paid, everybody leaves, Super Bowl hangover. That didn't look like that at all.
Right. Terry Poe is some addition.
And Terry Poe adds to the group, and then the offense. I mean, all we talk about all day long, deservedly so, is they lost Shanahan, okay?
Right.
But they still got those dogs, they still got those missiles, they got everything. That doesn't look like hangover to me.
Well, quiet. Vic Beasley sort of disappeared in the Super Bowl, so hopefully the additions they make help. And you talked a lot, and I loved this. You know that locker room. You spent a lot of time in Atlanta working sidelines with Fox this past season, and what his character sort of brings to the locker room and the whole brotherhood thing. It's a perfect fit.
Yeah, and he said it there. He's like, I'm not a brother yet. Let me get there. This guy will fit in just fine. They're so high energy. They're so young. They're so energetic. And Dan Quinn sets that tone early and often in practice. Let's get it going. It's all about competition, and McKinley will bring it. Nate, I ask you, though, because you look at that Super Bowl loss, and everyone says, well, Shanahan's to blame because they were throwing the football. That defense gave up a 28-3 lead also. It wasn't like there was a bunch of pick sixes that lost that game. That defense... Can the defense that's so young without that veteran leader up front, can they rally and say, okay, we have to just put that behind us?
Well, you look at Dan Quinn and what he did when he was in Seattle, and there wasn't a question that they didn't have the veteran leadership. They had young guys that anchored that defensive line, young guys at the linebacker position, and even the defensive backs. The Legion of Boom was young when they were the top 5 defense every single season. So I'm not worried about the age. It's more about the youth and the excitement. And another thing I'm real excited about their front seven is a guy that's going to be back on the field, and that's Desmond Trufant. We're talking about Pro Bowl caliber cornerback, and they say he's a shutdown corner out there on an island by himself. So having him back in the fold with the big hitter that he has behind him, Keanu Neal, this defense is going to be right back in the thick of it, being one of the best defenses in the league.